Hi and welcome to Warframe update 17.4, the update that wouldn't let you log in. Actually been sitting here for 5 minutes trying to log in and it keeps coming up saying please check your information, and I'm just kind of getting really annoyed. So what's new in this? Well, let's not sugarcoat it, it's kind of painfully obvious here. The Nunchucks, whatever you want to call them, or however you want to pronounce it, have arrived. The Ninkondi, or however you want to pronounce that. You can buy it for 175 platinum, or they did actually show this. It should be under weapons, under blueprints, and there it is. And it requires exactly what they said it would. Oh, 2 organ. I've only got 1 organ crystal as well. That won't be a problem. Get the other one pretty easily. There is, of course, a new stance for this as well. It's called Atlantis Vulcan, and it's a nunchuk stance, and it just says rapid strikes, but where it drops from, I haven't figured out yet, which is a damn shame because obviously it's a new type of weapon. So it will be interesting to see exactly what stance this actually uses, and they do look really nice actually. And with the thing on the end, looks like they would actually hurt if somebody hit you with them. And it's the 45 electric damage is the only thing I can't get over with these things. Because obviously you've got other melee weapons out there that are just as good. The Amphis, for example, that does electric when you do a ground pound, but yeah, that's still more than 45 damage. I'm trying to remember what the other purely electric melee weapon is, and I cannot remember. Is it that one? Yeah, the Zero. 75 damage. So the Nunchucks, it better be absolutely amazing, because this thing was good, but it only did 75 electrical damage, so I'm hoping that these new things are just amazingly good to make up for it. Go back in. Because they do look really nice. And apart from when you go to equip them there, and can you see that in the animation? He's holding it with one hand and the other half is already fully extended. That is weird. Sometimes it pays off to have scanned, and not everything. I'm nowhere near scanned everything, but I do run around with Helios equipped a lot now to try and get everything scanned. The new stance is dropped by the guardsmen. That would be the guys on Ceres, because Samaris's current scan target is the guardsman. That would be the headless, legless, armless thing floating here that weirdly hasn't been fixed yet. That makes me laugh every time I come here, because they still haven't fixed this. It does have a face, but from the back there you can kind of see his eyes. But this is the guardsman, and it's basically the guy with the staff on Ceres that chases after you. It's the melee only guy. It's them. In the Conclave there has been a few changes. The overview rifle mod has had an increased field of view while gliding. Air Recon, that's a pistol mod, same thing. Same with Broad Eye, which is the shotgun version. And they've nerfed the blast radius for the Penta series of weapons inside of here as well. Again, this is still undergoing a lot of balancing and all the rest of it. And you'll see them complain every now and then that this isn't balanced properly and this isn't balanced properly. And yeah, if they balanced all weapons, can you imagine having a Bratton that's just as powerful as a highly modified Ogress? Yeah. Just wouldn't be the same. Or even the new Tigress, yeah. That thing would just annihilate anybody with a Bratton at close range. Trying to level them would just be weird. But they're trying, and it is getting a lot better in here actually. Reading through the changes, and it says that the Vulklok has had its sell price set to match other Sentinels, and I was looking to say, well, it's not going to be in blueprints, and it's not under Sentinels, because to get the Sentinel weapon you have to buy or build the Sentinel. I love the fact that Daging still hasn't crept into the marketplace. The only way to get Daging is to get the blueprint from the infested lab. Kind of like Helios, you would have noticed his blueprint isn't in here. Because the only way to get the blueprint for Helios is to research it in the dojo, the clan dojos. And I like that about Daging because you still cannot buy the damn thing. And they should bring in more things like that. Would have loved if the new Sentinel had been in there like that. Because that is probably a decent Sentinel. But it didn't make sense. I think it's more to do with when you're selling it for credits. They've replaced the Grineer Regulators with Scorpions on Phobos missions, and the one that's got me here more than anything else, because I was looking at it, and I don't think there's actually any active at the minute. Nope, outbreaks, there it is, that'll do. These things, you only have to do 3, it says. You only need to complete 3 missions in a single faction to qualify for battle pay on invasions. That does still say 5. Nope, it's actually, no, wait, yeah, 3 at the bottom here. Okay, it does in fact mean you only have to do 3 missions rather than 5, because what they did is they nerfed the stuff that you get. Like, the money you would get from them was halved, but you still had to do the same amount of work. But then for the outbreaks here, you've only got to do 3 missions, and it says 0 of 3. That's where I got myself confused, because this thing still says 0 of 5. 0 of 5, unless you actually click on it, and then it comes up at the bottom 3. I am now going to actually do more of these. I stopped doing these a while ago because doing 5 of them was just a pain. And I mean, come on, 1 Oracle cell? Who's going to side with them for 1 Oracle cell when you've got to run 5 missions to do it? I used to level stuff up doing the invasion missions here, just for the pure hell of it. And I stopped doing it because, well, they suck. I've also noticed this guy down here has got a... I forgot the name of that weapon. That one's still got the Snipertron or the Lanka, depends how you look at it. And does this red heavy actually have an opticore here? The same as... that's a crack. Yeah, he's already got that. That's his weapon. And same as the Grakata there. But that's it. I would love to see the Corpus running around with an opticore. That would just be hilarious. Could this be a little teaser right here? Ooh. Oh. Quickly reading through the fixes. There's a lot of fixes. There'll be in the link in the description below. As usual, I always put the link in there so you can go read it yourself. But the fixes will be down in the description as well. But the one that got me is they've finally added the new Sentinel. There he is. I was actually looking for this when I was looking for the thumbnail for him, and I couldn't find it anywhere because he wasn't in here. It's been a week waiting for him to pop up in here. What does it say about his weapon? Where's his weapon? I'm looking for anything. No, it's just a sniper rifle. Because the ability for the Sentinel does say that he charges the shot. That one doesn't actually, that says calculated shot. But the mod says it's a charged shot. And a charged sniper rifle that does electric damage is called the Lanka. And I still think this is a Lanka style weapon for the Sentinel, but people keep saying it doesn't really charge, and I haven't seen a charge animation for it yet. And there's nothing that says it in fact charges. I think what it was is the calculated shot as it's worded here. I think that's it. It's not charged, it's just calculating the shot. Which is a bit of a shame. It's still a Lanka style weapon though, it just fires a lot better and a lot quicker. Back to the weapon, of course. One last thing for this. Yeah, I didn't notice the 35% status this thing has. This is going to be a pretty decent 100% status weapon, but that's going to be really interesting, because obviously you're going to be able to get that to 100% status pretty easily. Also, it's not in one hand very well. That hand's holding it, that hand isn't. But yeah, 35% status on this is actually pretty nuts. So we'll leave this off here for now. As I say, the notes are in the description below, as well as the link to the forum page. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.